Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host Brian, and tonight I'm talking Jersey Shore Family Vacation. This is season 7, episode 6. So we pick back up with Angelina and Sammi arguing in the morning. Mike wakes up alone in the shore house. Obviously, a little stage moment where he's looking around, looking for everybody. Thought it was funny. Um, the girls are arguing for a long ass time. I really wonder how long this arguments go. Like, I just did a summer house video, and it's like arguing with Lindsay Hupper would be awful. I mean, arguing with Angelina would also be terrible because she just repeats herself nonstop and just like doesn't remember anything you say. Like, if I was Sam, I'd be super frustrated in these moments, for sure. Snooki does a little exorcism on him with some holy water, try to get him to stop fighting. Then we move over to Lauren. Lawrence is trying to find out when Mike's going to come home because she needs to tell him that she's pregnant for the third time with one that's going to be the third kid. And she calls him. He's like, I'm not coming home again. She's kind of like, what the hell? I have all this pizza still. And she calls Paulie. Paulie actually does her a big favor and calls Danny from the shore shop to Shore Shack. I don't remember what it is, whatever, the shirt place. And calls him like, hey, Lauren's gonna come in. She's gonna make some gear for Mike and them about surprising him that they're pregnant again. Before she gets there, Aaron Rodgers apparently DMs Mike. Mike said one of his corny quotes to Aaron Rodgers when he got hurt, and he invites him to the game. I wonder how real that is. They did show a lot of Jets logos, so I mean, there had to be. I'm sure they had to get signed off on that. They did go on the field and things like that, but I'm interested to know how that actually went. If Aaron Rodgers actually did reach out to him, but they actually did show a Jets presser, which is when Aaron Rodgers was talking about how he likes Jersey Shore and he's seen it. So I don't know about that, but hey, good for them. They got on the field, did some stuff like that. That was cool. Angelina doesn't show up to the game. Well, she tells him she's not going to show up to the game because she's tired. She tells us to Jenny the night before, and they're on like a little party bus, and they kind of run over like a montage of what happened to tell Mike because he didn't know about the Angelina and Sammi, like Angelina talking about Sammi at one of their like press runs in New York City, I guess before the season started. So they fill him all the way in. They get to MetLife, and they have they're in like a private area for tailgating. Like it looks like it's like fenced off, and it actually was I thought it was really funny. Mike gets called over by some just regular, just I guess Jersey Shore fans that are there, and starts signing. He was like signing like Jets jerseys. He had a neck brace that he signed. He brought some headshots. I thought that was really funny. And then here the girls are like trying to start light a charcoal grill. Jenny calls 24. Um, Dina throws like one of their like things that was in like a tin foil or aluminum tray on the on like the burning grill that's like massive flames. Jenny just definitely put too much lighter fluid on it, but uh, I thought it was funny because they talk about how much they love the Jets. They're like, oh, I love Jets games, and they act like they've never seen what a tailgate's like. They're like, wow, there's so many people here. And I was like, I, I don't know. I mean, Sammi did say she's a big fan of the Jets. She didn't say anything to me that was just kind of crazy, like that. Like this is like their first time ever doing it. But it's Snooki and JWoww were saying some funny things. Angelina does show up because they go into the game. Mike's hungry, didn't get to eat. They actually go to one of like probably like the VIP elite clubs when they just probably had like elite level tickets where they get invited to sections of in the stadium where you can get some food before the game starts. Mike obviously loving that. They see Angelina, she shows up. It looks like they had a great time there. And a big moment that I'm like kind of annoyed that they didn't talk about more because I'd like to know more about it. Um, During the game, um, Angelina's like looking, oh, football players are kind of cute. And she just starts running through some of them and like DMs Nick Bowden. Apparently during the game, he's a fullback. I've never really heard of him. So, but I mean, again, it doesn't really matter. I watch a lot of football, but not a Jets fan, but never heard of this dude. His wife, the next day, Alexis, posted TikTok and kind of shows like the DM and goes like on his Instagram. It was actually kind of funny. He's like, look, I'm in this picture. My kids me and my kid are with him in this picture. And I thought it was funny. And I really thought they were gonna dive more into more of that. And it just kind of they addressed it and they kept it moving. So I'm wondering if maybe that'll come up when everyone's together, maybe like when the boys are there, like Vinny or Paulie will call her out. But a big moment. This is gonna be a big moment for the show. Um, I don't know if they'll probably Jersey Shore edit us next week, so it'll probably be 2 weeks before we get a full episode with this Ron on. But Snooki wants to open up one of her Snooki stores in somewhere else. She wants to do it on like she wants to go west, which they're like, I don't want it to be on the East Coast. And somebody's like, it is this Nashville is technically on the East Coast. Um, it's I mean, kind of Midwest. I think it's a different time zone, so I wouldn't call it the East Coast, but they have some locations down there she can check out. They want to go like pronto to go check them out. And she tells the room, he's like, hey, you guys want to come to Nashville? Mike's down. He's like, hey, can you meet me for lunch? Let's talk about something. And he presents the idea like, hey, we want to kind of implement Ron back into the group. I think he lives in Florida now, so in like Tennessee, not terribly far compared to where they are currently in Jersey. But he wants to invite they want to he wants to get Snooki's sign off on this because obviously like they're gonna need to run it by Sam. Looks like they do run it by Sam. I think they edit it in a way that make it look like Sam is very against it because I mean I could be wrong, but he does show up. So I mean, like I don't know if they're doing it like against her wishes, but they don't want to lose Sam. Like Snooki says that in one of her confessionals. But yeah, that's a good. I mean, the gang's getting all back together at some point, at least maybe for like a minute or two next week, and full time, probably two episodes from now. But I enjoyed the episode. I think the season's been good. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to everybody back in the mix, and I enjoy when they're in Seaside. I really think they should make that a staple of every season where they go back there for a weekend or something like that. I think it's cool. It's good for us, good for them. It's good content. But thank you for watching. Make sure to check out all of our other stuff. I had Summer House newest episode, Summer House review before this one. We will have Survivor and the premiere of Amazing Race on Wednesday. That was from Wednesday out at some point this weekend. We had our Love Is Blind season 6 reunion that was on at 9 p.m. our time, so that was pretty important, and make sure to check that out. But we will have some of the things that we normally cover in a more timely manner um, after that. So just because today it was just me today, Bill was unavailable, so we're going to save the shows that we do cover, like Farm Wants a Wife. We're going to do as well, but for tomorrow. So we'll have a bunch of stuff out probably this weekend, things like that. But look forward to it. Let us know any show suggestions or comments. Drop them in below about the show or just anything in general. I'm usually answering every single comment. We appreciate all of the feedback we get and any interaction. So always appreciate that. But hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you guys next time. See ya.